what's up? This is Shannon Gross, host of Hanging with the Boys on DallasCowboys.com, and I have a very special guest joining me today, Gerald McCoy, new member of the Dallas Cowboys. What's up, Mr. McCoy?
What's happening? What's
How
the
you doing?
word? I'm great, man. And enjoying my day.
Yeah.
Not enjoying this quarantine, but I am enjoying my day.
So where are you holed up at? Where are you stationed at right now?
I'm in Tampa, currently in my man cave, but I've been in Tampa the whole time.
Okay. So you hadn't even been to Dallas yet, huh?
Nah, I haven't. I haven't left Florida in a while.
All right. So you grew up basically about 3 hours north of Dallas, right? In Oklahoma City. Is that right?
Yeah, I grew up Southside Oklahoma City, man. I went to Southeast High School, born and raised there, and I didn't leave Oklahoma until I got drafted. I went to the University of Oklahoma, so I had been obviously on vacations and stuff, but like living somewhere else, I didn't leave until I got drafted.
Yeah. So this is somewhat kind of a homecoming for you coming back down to this part of the country, then, huh?
Yeah, it is. You know, my best friend lives there. My sister lives there. My wife's sister lives there. I got a lot of former teammates that live there. Um, and then not being that far away from Oklahoma City, it's like being at home. So it's going. Anytime I would play there in the past, we always had a packed house. You know,
Yeah.
I think last time I played there, I had like 50 people or something like that at the game. So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah. What was the biggest deciding factor for you to come to Dallas?
Well, man, Dallas reached out last year. We just couldn't really get things figured out with, contracts or trying to get me down there. So this has kind of been a long time coming. We kind of worked through it this year, and Dallas, it's the star, man. They biggest market in the world, and it's very rare to beat that, man. I was in very small market in Tampa, a little bigger in Carolina, but there's nothing like being with the star. And more importantly, man, I truly believe in Coach McCarthy and what his plan is, and I believe in my teammates and the opportunity I have to win. And I'm coming down the final stretch of my career, and I haven't had an opportunity to make the playoffs. So I believe that this team is the one that can really make some noise this year.
Yeah, and you mentioned Coach McCarthy and the coaching staff there. They've said that they can play multiple schemes. Have you heard anything about what they're planning on playing or what scheme fits you best or any of that?
Yeah, I have. We met virtually one time, and I talked to the coaches a little bit, and it fits me. Everything they want to do is everything that I love to do, and they're gonna let me be me. The, the what I got is out of it is why have a guy have this much success for 10 straight years to try and change him? So they're bringing me in to be me and allow me to play the way I love to play, get upfield, disrupt, get to the passer, get in the backfield and make plays. So that's what I love to do, and that's what they're going to allow me to do.
So that's you on the field. That's the kind of player you are. I follow you a little bit on social media, and you seem like you're a pretty fun-loving, outgoing guy. What for the fans? What kind of guy are we getting off the field? Who are you?
I'm a character, man. I'm gonna enjoy life, win, lose, or draw. I know sometimes the fans can, get a little frustrated with the players, and I've been one of those people that fans get frustrated with because I'm always having a good time, win, lose, or draw, because I believe that life is too short to be so serious all the time. I take my craft very, very, very serious. And anybody who knows me knows that I don't consider what I do a game. I take it extremely serious. But at the same token, I truly believe I've been blessed to play this game, so I have fun with it. I love it. I really love this game. And anything you love, you should enjoy. And when you love something, there shouldn't be that many bad days, if that makes sense. Obviously, I will get frustrated at times because that's just the NFL. You're going to get frustrated. Things are going to get to you, but for the most part, I'm going to always be having fun. I'm going to be smiling. I'm going to be ragging on guys and playing pranks on guys and just having a great time, man. Interacting with the fans. It's just who I am. I love it. And what better place to do it than the Star?
Yeah. Have you reached out? Have you talked to any of your new teammates, or did you have a relationship with any of the guys on the team before you got here?
Yeah, the one person I had a relationship with was DeMarcus Lawrence. We met up at the Pro Bowl and we stayed in contact. And obviously all the fans know how dominant a player he is, and we had such a good time at the Pro Bowl. And when I realized I had the opportunity to play for Dallas, I reached out to him, and he was really excited. And then once we confirmed and made it official, we got really excited. So we've been in touch and contact, and I don't know if you guys know. I don't know, how much he's posted, letting you guys know, but he's grinding. He's really putting in the work to have a big year. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah. And you got another new guy that we signed that's coming in, Don Terry Poe. Do you know much about him or how that rotation is gonna work?
Yeah, man. Poe, I tell you what you're getting in Poe, man. Poe is a no nonsense about his business type person, man. He gonna come to work, get his business done, and he gonna go home. It's just who he is, man. He's gonna always be prepared. He knows what's coming before it happens. He gonna give you everything he got, and that's what you're gonna get from him. You always know what you're gonna get from Poe, and that's the reason I was so excited when I found out that we were signing him as well. It's because I know what I'm getting from him. I know what type of player he is. I know what type of man he is. He's a great man, and I'm super excited to have Pope be able to play with Pope again.
Cool. And one more football question, and I'm gonna ask you some fun stuff. Get to know you as a person. You played against Zach Martin before, so now you get to watch him and go against him in practice. What can you learn from offensive linemen practicing against them, watching them, just being in the same building with them?
Well, when you play against practice against a dominant player that's on the other side of the ball, it can teach you some things as far as one, it can help you build your endurance of being able to do what works multiple times over and over and over. Because if you have to go against a player like Zach, you have to be on your P's and Q's nonstop because he's very technically sound. And what makes him such a great player is his energy, and he can go for as long as the game is going. So it makes you build your endurance. It makes you have to think. You have to be able to outsmart him or outsmart a player of his caliber, or at least attempt to. So it makes you learn the game more, see different things, try and gain an edge. Then more importantly, man, you just in a battle. When you've been battle tested, that's what makes people strong, man. And when you're going against a guy of his caliber, or having to defend Amari Cooper, or having to try and stop the run with Zeke coming downhill, you can't help but be prepared on Sunday. And I'm excited about that, man. My first time making the Pro Bowl in 2012, I went against two Pro Bowl guards every day in the offseason and in practice, and Carl Nix and Davin Joseph. Every day I'm going against these guys. Every day. And they're training me, and I'm training and training and training my body, training my mind, and working my technique every day. And that ended up being my first season making the Pro Bowl because I was prepared to face anybody else. So going against Zach every day, better because he's that talented.
Cool. So now, what stuck in a house or you're stuck in one place? What has been occupying all of your time while you've been locked down? What's been going on?
So for me, um, what I've had to do is, man, I've had to put my cleaning hat back on, my housekeeping hat back on. I've had to put my chef hat, on. I've had to put my daddy hat on. I've had to put my athlete hat on. I've had to wear a lot of different hats. I never was a big. I played video games, but I never played as much as I've been playing as of late. I didn't. I'm surprised I haven't caught up on as many shows as I thought I would because I've been playing video games so much. But really, what occupies most of my time is during the day. My kids are on virtual school from 8 to 3 o'clock every day. Well, besides Saturday, Sunday, obviously, but every day from 8 to 3. So I'm doing that with them, and then as soon as that's over, I get to training. So after I finish training, by that time it's already dinner time, and then by the time I finally relax, it's like dang near 11, 12 o'clock. So I'm like, well, frick, I didn't get to really do nothing today. So then I start playing my game, and before I know it, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, how is it 3 o'clock in the morning? And the whole day, I just missed the whole day. Where did it go? And that's kind of my routine. It happens over and over, and then I find time to read my Bible. I find time to read a book. I just kind of occupy my free time. But for the most part, it's school, workout, cook, clean, school, workout. That's what I do.
So you've got 5 kids. Did you have to go buy all new iPads and new computers to let them all be able to school at the same time in different classrooms?
Fortunately enough, I'm used to these knuckleheads always having something to do. So we already had iPads for the twins who are 5. My oldest, he has a laptop that he uses. And then my 14-year-old, she uses my wife's laptop. And then our 1-year-old, we just try to keep him from destroying the house while everybody's at school.
When you do have time to video game, what game are you playing or what games?
Man, you know what the crazy thing is? I usually play a lot of individual games where you got to play by yourself, or I like getting on games where you have to go through like stages or a storyline. But surprisingly enough, a game that I never ever ever play ever is all I've been playing, and that's Madden.
Really?
I never play Madden. I never ever even attempt to think about playing Madden, and that's all I've been playing.
What team have you been playing with?
I was intrigued. I walked into my son's room and he was playing. I looked at his squad. I'm like, that's weird. Why is Russell Wilson with the Texans? And then I seen Julio Jones. I'm like, wait, hold up. I'm like, what is this you playing? And he said it's a fantasy draft. If you do franchise, you can do a fantasy draft and put your team together. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna try that. I did it once, and I'm on like year 5 of different teams. I just try and put different teams together, and it's pretty interesting because it puts you in like you can be a owner or a coach, but it puts you in the mind frame. You have to figure out how to put together a team with who's left over, and it's the whole NFL, and you just pick your team, and you got to play with whoever you get.
Did your son have you on his team?
Yes, he did.
Okay, all right, okay. Just
Yeah.
wanted to make sure that was.
I will say this though. I know it's gonna sound arrogant, but I don't play. If I draft and I keep drafting and I can't pick myself, I'd start the draft over. It is what it is, man.
Hey, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
What's been your go-to snack that you can't stay away from since you've been cooped up in the house?
Go to snack. Um, what's crazy is I've lost 20 pounds since last season. So I've been staying away from snacks. So I don't really have a consistent one that I've been eating. I'm really trying to think. My favorite snack is, which I call is the devil snack, is chips. Like I truly believe the devil created chips because it's something in them that you can't stay away from. And my favorite chip is sour cream and cheddar Ruffles. Now, if I see those anywhere, I mean, I'm working on it. I have an issue. It's, my wife, she's so sweet. She always buys them, and I tell her nonstop, please do not bring those in the house. And crazy how genetics work. Let me say, 3 out of my 5 kids is their favorite chip too. It's crazy. So they hard to stay away from, man. I've been staying away from them, but anytime I see them, I'm like, I gotta at least get a few, just a few. I'll be all right.
So you lost 20 pounds. Is that by design? Or are you trying to come in lighter?
Yeah, I did. As you get older, I started studying some guys, and I remember a couple years back, I talked to Bruce Smith and asked him how he played 20 years, and I seen Michael Strahan as he got older, he lost weight, and Tony Gonzalez lost weight, and I started seeing all these guys. Man, these guys are getting smaller as they got older. And I started realizing, well, when you get older, you can't carry around all that weight like you used to. And last year, I had a solid year, but I was heavy, way heavier than I've been ever. And I didn't like the way I looked. I didn't like the way I was moving. My knees hurt more than usual. And I was like, you know what? I wonder what is really going on. And I realized I was just too heavy. I was just too heavy. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna start immediately. So the day after the season, literally the day after, I went on a 10-day detox, and I lost 15 pounds. And then I just stayed on my diet from that point on, and I just kept the weight off, and I've just been keeping the weight off. So, I weighed in yesterday. I was 295. So, I haven't been 295 since I was a rookie. So, hopefully, I'm praying that it works for the better, man. I keep my quickness. My strength is still there. It ain't like I'm losing muscle, but I feel so much better. My knees don't hurt. My joints feel so much better. I'm in a better condition. I feel great, man. I really do. I really do.
Good. We're gonna get you to do a not today, but at some point over the next week or so, get you to do a virtual tour of where you're at, where you're staying, kind of what you're doing. We'll put that out on social media, tag you, let the fans kind of see where you're at. So before we let you go, um, what's what what can the fans expect from you? What do you want to tell the fans, all the Cowboy fans, Cowboys Nation, and you'll find out, man. They are everywhere. They are
They are
global.
all over. I'm telling you, man. Anytime I meet somebody, they're like, "Oh, hey, Gerald, yeah, I love the Cowboys, but Gerald, yeah, man. I'm a Cowboys fan, but I hear it nonstop, and I didn't realize how much I heard it until people heard I was going to the Cowboys, and they came out of nowhere. I'm like, man, I did not know all these people was Cowboys fans. People I talk to on a regular basis, and they losing their minds. They're like, the Cowboys? Yeah. I'm like, relax, man. What's your problem? He's like, man, I'm a diehard Cowboys fan. I'm like, when did this happen? So I'm excited for it because that means our fan base is huge, and it doesn't surprise me because it's the #1 market in the world. So
Yep. All right, man. Well, I know you got to go take care of the kids. You got to train. You got to get some food in you. You got to get you some chips. So
no, I don't. No. I'm going straight from here. I'm going upstairs, put my workout gear on, and my son and I are going outside, and we getting to working.
so is that where you've been working out in the yard?
Yeah. So I want to say this. I want to say two things. I didn't really get to answer your question. I'm gonna ask you a question. Then I want to say my final comment. Um, I don't want to give a Tim Tebow speech. The never will you ever see a person work this hard. You will never. I'm not gonna do that. All right. I'm just keep it 100. I'm gonna tell you. Um, I take what I do extremely serious. I put everything I have into my craft. Whether it's film study, all I've been doing is watching YouTube videos of um, Redskins and Green Bay and all these other people just that I believe that will end up playing. And I've been studying from YouTube since I don't have film. I've been doing my wife said the other day, she was like, is this your way of doing film study? And I'm like, yeah, kind of, and I just watch all these teams and um, I went, and once I got word, I seen that we were signing Alden. I went and watched old 49ers tape and seen how he played with Justin Smith. And I started watching that, and that's just where I be at mentally to try and gain an edge. I've been preparing my body, as I told you, with losing 20 pounds. Everything I do is focused on being prepared to be the best me I can be. I can't guarantee that I'll give you 15 sacks. I can't guarantee that I'll give you 10. I can't guarantee I'll give you 5. But what I will guarantee is that I'm going to do everything in my power to be the best me I can be. That's with film study. That's with my diet. That's with training. That's with preparing. And that is with my effort on Sundays. And that's always been me. And I don't believe you can go to any GM, coach, player, anybody will ever say that Gerald wasn't always extremely prepared and gave you everything he had. I don't think anybody ever be able to say that. And I'm bringing that person and I'm bringing them to the Cowboys. And that's the only thing I can promise. I'm going to give you guys everything I have. And everything I have left in the tank, I'm giving it to Dallas. And I appreciate the fan base and the coaches and the opportunity. I'm extremely excited to get going. And when we get that call that it's time to go, I'm going to hit the ground running because I'm going to be extremely prepared to go. And lastly, as far as where I'm working out, I want to say this. Fans and anybody listening, please take our situation extremely serious. Please practice social distancing and washing your hands nonstop and wear your gloves and wear your mask. And please do everything in your power to take all the necessary precautions because there's a lot of people that are not surviving this, and it's serious and it's very real. And for me, what my son and I do is there's a um, outside we have some grass that we work on. I have a home gym that I work out on. Sometimes we use the basketball court, but then there's a field that's like right outside our neighborhood, and it's a little small park. And we go up there, and we always make sure we're cautious with washing our hands and stuff. But we don't work when people are around. If we see anybody, we get up and we leave because this thing is serious, and you got to do your best to make sure that you put yourself and your family in the best position to survive this thing. So, as far as my training, that's kind of what I've been doing, just doing the best I can. But you don't need a lot of equipment. You don't need a lot of space to get good work in. So,
And I got to ask one more question before we go. I see the picture over your right shoulder, Kobe. What's that all about?
oh, Kobe's my favorite athlete of all time, man. You know, his unfortunate passing, it hit really, really hard for me, man. Like I was driving when I found out, and you know, my wife, she knew how hard it hit me. She thought we should have pulled over because she didn't think I'd be able to handle it. And you know, I just kept driving. We had a flight to catch, so I just had to get us to the airport. But it hit me very, very hard, man. I was crying on the way to the airport. Then I was just thinking about it the whole way back. And then that whole night, you know, I wanted to post something, but I was like, nah, I just don't, you know, I don't want to be that guy and just post. And then the whole night I couldn't sleep because I was thinking like, this can't be real. There's no way Kobe, he's invincible. Kobe, there's no way Kobe's dead. And that next morning, man, I woke up and started thinking about it again. I started crying again because Kobe was one of those people who inspired me to, regardless of circumstance, regardless of what you're going through or what life hits you with, you need to still be able to fight and keep pushing through and do whatever it takes to be the best at your craft. And Kobe always said, I want to be so great at what I do that I inspire somebody else to be great at what they do. And I've always lived by that and always tried to be that, to be the best I could be to inspire whoever I could inspire, man. And Kobe inspired me, and I was fortunate enough to meet him in 2017. And, you know, He changed my life for the better, man. Just studying him, his interviews, his work ethic. I mean, even his tape, how he approached the game and how he played the game rubbed off on me. And just Kobe's always been that to me. And so I got him on my mantle, as you can see in my man cave. And, he just means a lot to me.
That's awesome, man. Well, yeah, we'll get that virtual tour from you here soon, so all the fans can see what your digs look like in Tampa.
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait to meet you in person, man. Can't wait to see you on the field. It's gonna be an exciting season this season, and looking forward to it. Hopefully, we can we'll do this again, catch up, and do another one of these before we get back to football. So appreciate.
Oh, absolutely, man. I'm excited to all the fans and anybody who sees this, man. I don't know most of you guys yet, but just want to tell you, man, this is going to sound weird, but I love all you guys because without you guys, we're not us. So I appreciate all the fans, all the support, and the messages I've been getting on Twitter and Instagram. And I'm extremely excited to be a Cowboy, man. A lot of people pick teams for the money and all the wrong reasons, man. I didn't pick the Cowboys for the money because, just being honest, I had other offers where I could have got more money. But I picked Dallas because of, one, what the organization represents, and it's just a grade A organization, the fan base, and I truly believe in this team and what we can do moving forward. So I'm excited to be a Cowboy, and let's get it, man.
All right, man. Stay safe, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right.
All right, Gerald. Thanks.